Apple's next true iPhone revolution may not arrive with the iPhone 18 or even the iPhone 19. According to early leaks, the real game changer could be the iPhone 20. And if these reports are accurate, this could be the biggest redesign since the iPhone X completely changed the smartphone industry. By the end of this video, you'll know why many people are already thinking about skipping the next few iPhone generations and waiting for Apple's rumored 20th anniversary device instead. From a futuristic all-glass front to hidden cameras, next-level battery life, insane HDR performance, and a powerful 2nm chip, the iPhone 20 is starting to sound less like a normal upgrade and more like Apple's next major statement. Let's break down the 10 biggest leaks and rumors surrounding the iPhone 20. First up, the design, and honestly, this could be the biggest visual jump Apple has made in years. Multiple reports suggest the iPhone 20 is aiming for an almost completely borderless display. We're talking about bezels so thin that from the front, the phone could look like one uninterrupted sheet of glass. The rumored design includes a subtle curved edge around the frame, not the aggressive waterfall displays we've seen on some Android phones, but a softer curve designed to visually erase the borders when you're watching videos, gaming, or scrolling social media. The entire idea is immersion. Apple reportedly wants content to feel like it's floating directly in your hand. And of course, whenever curved screens are mentioned, people immediately worry about accidental touches and screen protectors. That's going to be one of Apple's biggest challenges. If this design becomes real, Apple will likely need advanced palm rejection software and a redesigned screen protector system that actually fits properly without peeling at the edges. But the important part here is simple. Apple appears to be preparing a once-in-a-decade front redesign. Now let's talk about the second major leak, and this one is huge: hidden front sensors. Right now, the dynamic island still cuts into the display, but the iPhone 20 may finally move beyond visible cutouts entirely. One version of the leak claims Apple is developing under-display Face ID technology. That means the sensors would stay hidden beneath the screen and only activate when needed. Another report goes even further and says Apple could hide the selfie camera under the display too. Imagine opening your phone and seeing absolutely nothing interrupting the screen. No notch, no pill shape, no camera staring back at you. Just pure display. And if Apple actually pulls this off properly without ruining camera quality, it could completely change how future iPhones look for the next decade. Now, here's where the display technology becomes important. Leak number 3 points toward a new COE display system. This upgraded panel structure is rumored to reduce layers inside the display, making it thinner and more efficient. And thinner doesn't just sound cool in marketing, it matters because every millimeter saved inside a smartphone creates extra room for other upgrades. According to reports, this new display tech could deliver higher brightness, richer colors, deeper contrast, and improved power efficiency all at the same time. Basically, Apple may be redesigning the screen from the inside out. And that leads perfectly into leak number 4, haptic buttons. Instead of physical buttons that actually move, Apple may switch to pressure-sensitive controls that simulate clicks using haptic feedback. The buttons would feel real, but mechanically they wouldn't move the same way traditional buttons do. Apple has experimented with this idea before, and the advantages are obvious. Fewer moving parts means better durability, less dust intrusion, improved water resistance, and potentially even more internal space for larger components. Tiny space savings might sound unimportant, but when Apple stacks multiple small improvements together, they can create room for something massive. And that brings us to the battery. Leak number 5 suggests the iPhone 20 could feature one of the biggest batteries Apple has ever placed inside a standard iPhone design. Some reports are mentioning capacities around 5,500 mAh depending on the final model lineup. But the real story may not just be battery size, it's the battery chemistry itself. Apple is rumored to be exploring silicon anode battery technology, which is becoming increasingly popular in the smartphone industry because it allows higher energy density in the same physical space. In simple terms, Apple could pack significantly more battery life in a similarly sized phone. That means longer endurance, better efficiency, and potentially improved long-term battery health after years of use. And honestly, that last part matters more than most people realize. Everyone talks about day 1 battery life, but what users really notice is whether their phone still feels reliable after 2 or 3 years. If Apple improves long-term battery degradation, that could become one of the iPhone 20's biggest quality of life upgrades. Now, leak number 6 focuses on performance, and this is where things start sounding seriously powerful. The iPhone 20 is expected to use an A21 Pro class chip built on a 2nm manufacturing process. If Apple successfully transitions to 2nm chips by 2027, the gains could be enormous. Smaller process nodes usually mean two things: better performance and dramatically improved efficiency. And efficiency is everything. It impacts gaming, multitasking, AI processing, thermal management, and battery life all at once. A more efficient chip means the iPhone can sustain high performance longer without overheating or draining power aggressively. This could easily become Apple's most advanced mobile processor ever made. Leak number 7 is memory, and while RAM upgrades don't sound exciting at first, this one could matter a lot. Reports suggest Apple may adopt 3D stacked RAM technology, which is essentially a faster, more efficient high-bandwidth memory system designed for advanced mobile computing. The practical benefits could include smoother multitasking, faster AI processing, improved photo and video workflows, and more stable long-term performance under heavy usage. Most people never brag about RAM, but they absolutely notice when a phone remains smooth and responsive years later instead of slowing down under pressure. Now let's move to leak number 8.